Let us pray. In the name of all that is sacred and holy, the divine energy known by many names, we offer today our prayers for all of our students who will graduate today and go out into the world to continue to offer their gifts, creativity, and energy to colleagues, neighbors, friends, and families. We give thanks for the dedication they have shown as they have completed this phase of their academic preparation for the many vocations into which they are now moving, most particularly for their resilience and grace as they weathered 3 semesters of college during a global pandemic. We give thanks for the families and friends that have nurtured them during their sojourn through college and during the trying and frustrating days of lockdown and virtual learning. We join these students in giving thanks for friendships forged in this place that will last a lifetime, for wise mentors, challenging teachers, and opportunities for personal, academic, spiritual, and professional growth that have stretched them and tested them as they have graced this campus during this phase of their life's journey. We send them forth buoyed by our great hopes and expectations for all they have yet to do. They are bright, energetic, creative, and resilient. They care about the world and are prepared to serve in the arts, the sciences, engineering, medicine, law, education, social services, politics, foreign service, business, and countless other sectors of our civic life. O Eternal Spirit, imbue them with humility, a good sense of humor, patience, compassion, and a commitment to justice and peace. May their happiness increase as they serve the world. May they dream big dreams. May they nourish the visionary gleam that lies within them, cultivate the art of seeing invisible things, turn their knowledge into wisdom, hone their sense of right and wrong, and at the last understand the meaning of their own lives. U of R, class of 2021, may the Eternal Spirit bless you and keep you. May the Holy One be gracious to you. May you live expectantly, love courageously, and may you go forth into the world to be a blessing to that world as you have been a blessing to this university during your years with us on this campus. Amen. Please be seated.
It's great to be here on the Eastman Quad, celebrating the class of 2021. The past year has been unlike anything I've experienced in my many years at the university, or my life in general for that matter, and I know it was likely the same for all of you. That's why the main thing I want you to know as we go through this ceremony is we are all incredibly proud of you. You've done something that's difficult even under the best circumstances. The pandemic was a hurdle you should never have had to face, but you took it in stride. You even found ways to preserve the community we value so dearly, despite the physical distancing, which for some of you wasn't a matter of feet, but thousands of miles. None of this was done without struggle. You've pushed yourself to physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion. And I'm sure many, if not all of you, had a moment where you thought, how am I going to do this? All of us sitting on this stage know you've gone through what you've gone through to get to this moment. You've sacrificed, you adapted, you persevered. I don't mean for that to sound like it came as a surprise. It didn't, because after all, you're Rochester students and have been for a number of years now. In fact, I remember the day we commemorated your arrival. We were here on the Eastman Quad for your convocation. It was much like today, only it rained for the entire ceremony. I can assure you that wasn't the plan, just like COVID-19 wasn't the plan. I can also assure you of two more things. One, this won't be the last time in your life things don't go as planned. And two, when they don't, you'll be ready. Even if resiliency and problem solving weren't part of who you were as first-year students, they're part of who you are now as graduates. Throughout the last 4 years, you've developed skills and gained experience that will serve you well for the rest of your lives. That's why I can say whatever you decide to do next, be it continue your education or begin your professional career, you're ready. Trust in your knowledge and capabilities. You've earned the right to go forward with the confidence that you will find success. Another reason to be confident in your next step is the world needs Meliora. The world needs people like you. We desperately need tenacious, creative, critical thinkers who are eager to pick a fight with our biggest challenges. Employ the spirit of Meliora in all that you do beyond the River campus. I can't wait to see how you choose to make the world ever better. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. It's a little hot out here, isn't it? But it's a beautiful day. Thank goodness for that little breeze. I'm so grateful to be with all of you today, even in these less than ideal circumstances. But in the spirit of Meliora, we always strive to make any situation ever better. Unfortunately, because of COVID safety guidelines, we weren't able to invite guests on campus for your special day. I know this was a disappointment for you and your families, but it's also a bit of a disappointment for me. In my 2 years as president, I have yet to preside over a traditional University of Rochester commencement. But I'm absolutely delighted we're able to bring you, your professors, and the university staff together to celebrate this very special occasion. But with your families and friends in mind, I'd like to ask all of the class of 2021 with us here today to stand and honor your families and friends who are watching this ceremony online. Please give the people who supported you throughout your education a round of applause. You can now be seated. We know how important their support has been on this journey. And even though they couldn't be here with us today, they're definitely with us in spirit. And although our guests couldn't be here, there is something quite special about today that I hope you will come to appreciate over time, if not right now. This unique commencement day can serve as a useful reminder of what you've overcome. As you depart this campus, embark on your careers, and live your lives, whenever you think about this day, it should remind you how adaptable and resilient and patient and creative you can be. And you should remember that during a year of great turmoil, you rose so successfully to the occasion. When the global pandemic forced us all to quarantine, curb our natural interactions, adopt social distancing, wear these masks, you adapted by figuring out how to take classes and study online. When COVID severely restricted our mobility globally, nationally, and even on our campus, you showed creativity by using technology to study, to stay connected with family and friends, and to shop, stream movies. You managed it. And when circumstances challenged your ability to complete coursework and research, and I knew it was difficult for many, you demonstrated patience and resilience, you dug deep, and you found inner resources you probably didn't even know you had. Over these final 3 semesters of your undergraduate education, you have endured historic challenges. You've harnessed that adversity for fuel and overcome, and here you are, graduating and stronger for it. As a psychologist, I'm very familiar with the research on stress and coping. And research shows us that adversity often prompts us to mine our inner reserves and face our problems and emerge having discovered some new abilities. It's kind of a transformation or positive change one can gain from struggling with a major life crisis or traumatic event. And I would say dealing with COVID, not to mention many of the events that have happened in our world and all the social unrest, we have undergone a trauma. You may have already noticed some beneficial growth in having maybe a greater appreciation for your close relationships and how much they mean to you, maybe an awareness of new possibilities, an increased sense of personal strength, perhaps some spiritual enhancement, maybe a greater appreciation just for life. I know for myself, I've developed a greater appreciation for nature during COVID. Walking around this beautiful campus and along the river and through Highland Park have been some of the highlights of my days during COVID. One way for you to think of it is, if you can survive all of this and still graduate, you can do anything. That's no exaggeration. Many of you probably know other students here and at other universities who had to pause their studies or who dropped out altogether. You didn't do that. This University of Rochester class of 2021 figured out what you needed to do, how you needed to do it, and you got it done. You should take great pride in this. You've proven to yourself and to us how adaptable you are. That kind of experience should leave you with a kind of confidence that leads to great things and helps us all to make the world an ever better place. As graduates of the University of Rochester College of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering, I know you will go on and do great things with your life, whether that's curating great art, working on social justice causes, working in the health sciences, doing social science work, working in finance, law, IT, education, researching the secrets of the universe, or solving the world's environmental and biomedical problems. You carry your unique life experience, the enduring wisdom of this campus, and the guiding light of our Meliora ideals. We all experience adversity in different ways, and we all faced adversities these last 14 months. But I'm sure that as you face the many obstacles that lie ahead on your life's journey, I'm supremely confident that you have all you will need to thrive. You flourished at the University of Rochester. You flourished during a global pandemic. And with your newfound strengths, capabilities, and resolve gained from this year of COVID, I'm confident that you will flourish in life. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021.
At a special awards ceremony Tuesday, the annual presentation of the Singer Family Prize for Excellence in Secondary School Teaching was presented to 4 distinguished teachers that were nominated by 4 of our graduating seniors. At this time, we would like to recognize Paul Singer, an alumnus of the class of 1966, who made this award possible. I would like to share the names of our award winners recognized for their outstanding contributions to teaching excellence. The 2021 Singer Family Prize recipients are Jeff Cleveland from Halldale High School in Farmingdale, Maine, Carrie M. Fay Daly from Williamsville East High School in East Amherst, New York, Jenna Tremblay from Barrington Christian Academy in Barrington, Rhode Island, and Sharon Zuckerman from Pope John XXIII Regional High School, Sparta, New Jersey.
It is my honor to present and recognize 4 University Award recipients who are unable to join us today. Stuart Weaver, Professor of History, is the recipient of the Edward Peck Curtis Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching. Ellen Matson, the Wilmot Assistant Professor of Chemistry, is a recipient of the G. Graydon Curtis, Class of '58, and Jane W. Curtis Award for Non-Tenured Faculty Teaching Excellence. John Dutch Summers, entrepreneur and chief executive officer of Graywood Companies, is a recipient of the Eastman Medal. And finally, James Wyatt, professor emeritus and founding dean of the James C. Wyatt College of Optical Sciences at the University of Arizona, is a recipient of an honorary Doctor of Science degree. We look forward to celebrating these outstanding honorees in person at a later date. Congratulations to all of them.
Welcome, esteemed faculty, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2021. My name is Alyssa Ho, and it is an honor to be with you here today as we celebrate the past 4 years and take the next steps into the rest of our lives. Before we begin, I would like to recognize that we stand on the ancestral land of the Seneca Nation, and on this land today, we are celebrating a moment we have long anticipated with excitement and apprehension. Thanks to the 2021 Class Council for their work in trying to maintain some sense of normalcy by making this year the best it could be. Thank you to our advisor, Brian McGee, for working tirelessly to advocate for our class. Thanks to the Institute of Optics for their continual support, without which I would not have completed my degree. But most importantly, I would like to thank those who helped get me here today: my parents, family, and friends. Whether near or far, we could not have gone through college without a supportive community. In the past 4 years, I've learned a lot about what it means to be a part of a community, learning and growing together. 4 years ago, we stood on this quad in the candlelight, anxious and excited to begin our new college journey, and hopeful for the future. We chose our majors, found our favorite libraries, and settled in with new friends. But with these new experiences came challenges. We were immediately faced with turmoil in our community. We joined the ranks of students who sparked dialogue on campus. We stood in solidarity with those who did not have a voice. We protested when colleagues were wronged. We established early on that our class would encourage growth in the campus community and support those who needed it. Over the years, we have created a home for us to continue that growth. Some of us engaged in research, making breakthroughs in our respective fields. Others represented Rochester in competitions, bringing home national titles. Many supported campus academics and engagement by taking on responsibilities as student employees, joining Res Life, or assisting in the learning of others as a TA. Throughout it all, we each contributed to our community in our own way. Our time as juniors and seniors did not look like anything we imagined on the quad 4 years ago. We did not get to experience traditions, say a proper goodbye to friends, or celebrate milestones together. Yet, we found a way to come together as a community and embark on a new adventure in learning. We rose to the challenge. We kept in touch through Zoom, donated to the food pantry and emergency funds, and amplified the voices of those in our community who were and continued to be hurting. We marched in the face of gross injustice. Here, I have met the most dedicated people I know. I have also met the most intelligent, the most compassionate, the most radical. I know that in this class, there are people who are dedicated to making this world more equitable and livable for all, because ever better means better for everyone. As we've experienced this year, making change is hard, and making change is slow. It takes a mental and emotional toll trying to convince people that we have not yet achieved a world without oppression and hate. It takes an even larger toll living as individuals who face systemic injustice. Although we have faced challenges and obstacles along the way, I am convinced that in our community are change makers, and I am honored to graduate with some of the most capable people I have ever known. We faced uncertainties and overcame adversity. The past 4 years, particularly the past 15 months, have been unpredictable and demanding. But through these difficult times, we have grown into individuals equipped with the tools to overcome the challenges we encounter. And while our anticipated paths may have changed, the end goal did not. We are all here graduating today. So congratulations, class of 2021. I am grateful to have shared this journey with you, and I wish you the best of luck as you take your next steps into the world. As Institute Director Scott Carney once said, illuminate the dark corners, make the world better and more beautiful, and bring light everywhere. Thank you, and Meliora.
Earlier today, I had the honor of presenting Wade Norwood for the School of Arts and Sciences Distinguished Alumnus Award. Wade has been a constant champion of change for his community for decades and is a passionate advocate and visionary leader. From his roles in public service, education, and as CEO of Common Ground Health, he has committed his life and career to anti-poverty initiatives, pushing for housing and economic development, and advocated for the importance of education. Wade's transformative accomplishments include 15 years service on the Rochester City Council, work as an at-large member of the New York State Board of Regents, and leadership in county vaccine distribution in response to COVID-19. All of these have had immeasurable impacts both on the state of New York and on the local area. Through his engagement as a graduate of the university, he is a trusted liaison and has seen it his duty to build bridges between the university and the local community. With his steadfast nature and his sheer power inspiring voice, he was pivotal in establishing the annual Juneteenth event with the Black Alumni Network. Wade is a change maker on issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. He serves on the Center for Urban Education Success Advisory Council, has assisted in every reunion from his 5th to 35th, and is a devoted volunteer to many. A proud parent of 2 graduates, the love of his alma mater is contagious, and he is seen as a pillar of support for generations of students. It is my distinct pleasure to present this year's School of Arts and Sciences Distinguished Alumnus Award recipient, Wade Norwood, to the class of 2021.
Thank you very much, Dean Culver. It was, friends, an incredible honor to receive this award earlier this afternoon, and I'll be honest, literally a dream come true. And so thank you, Dean Culver and President Mangelsdorf, Dean Hall. My aim is to return honor to this university and to continue to serve and help make our world ever better. Friends, I'd also like to recognize Dean Runner and thank him for the opportunity to share thoughts with you at this time of enjoyment, remembrance, and celebration. Class of 2021, let me say first and before all else, congratulations, my friends. We are incredibly, incredibly proud of you. This is your day, and as a regent of the state of New York, I'm here just to share this day with you. But I have to be honest with you, my mother has a saying that I always use when I talk to graduating classes. My mom has a way of saying that if you ever see a turtle on a fence post, you know that it had help getting there. And so graduates, if you could see yourselves not as yellow jackets this afternoon, but as turtles, you'll understand that in a larger sense, this is not just your day. It also belongs to those folks who are with us today out there in Zoom land. So let us draw them closer to us by recognizing that this day also belongs to the mothers and the fathers, to the sisters and brothers, to the grandparents, the significant others, to the roommates, professors, and friends who have encouraged you, who have supported you, and when necessary, who have simply put up with you. This is their day also, and you ought to join me in thanking them and congratulating them, because you are the proof that their dreams are coming true. In offering commencement remarks, I want you to know I have a threefold aim. First, I want to acknowledge that it is only through hard work and struggle that you have reached this point where you are opening a new chapter in your life. And secondly, I want to impress upon you how important it is that you continue to embrace hard work and struggle. We're approaching the 7th observation of Maya Angelou's passing. So let me remind you of the wisdom she left behind when she said that in meeting struggle, we may encounter defeat. Maybe it's imperative that we encounter defeat. But always remember that we are much stronger than we appear. And maybe we're better than we allow ourselves to be. And that brings me to my third point, which is that you will not only be prepared for more hard work and struggle, but that you will understand that as a member of our University of Rochester community, it is the hard work and struggle that connects you with the giants of our past. With Frederick Douglass, with Susan B. Anthony, with George Eastman, with the folks who have been using this campus as a launching pad to lift turtles onto fence posts for a very long time. I know it's never easy to embrace struggle, but I want you to know that on a day like this, with this recognition and this chance to witness all of you, boy, struggle and hard work sure feels worthwhile. And so I want you to know my hopes have never been brighter than now. And my hopes have everything to do with the fact that you have experienced the incredible joy that comes from graduating from an institution like this. And my hopes are grounded in the words of the 18-year-old Martin Luther King Jr., who put it this way when he was writing in the Morehouse College campus newspaper. The future Dr. King wrote, "Intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character. That's the goal of a true education. A true and complete education gives one not only the power of concentration and persistence, but worthy objectives upon which to concentrate and towards which to persist." I think I can speak for President Mangelsdorf and this university's trustees and assure you that this university, its faculty and curriculum will continue to do the work of building intelligence. we will continue to require hard work and struggle. But what this university needs is for our students and our alumni, a community to which you now belong, to help us in doing the work that only community can, the work of building character. You see, in this day and age where you incredible young people walk around with devices that are smaller than Captain Kirk's communicator and more powerful than Mr. Spock's tricorder, devices that not only let you dial across the globe, but also enable you to walk around with an unlimited music collection, access to all of your photo albums, the ability to Google any subject you discuss and record pictures and movies of everything that happens around you. In this world, my friends, character is of extreme importance. As a result, what I aim to leave you with is the understanding of what motivated Frederick Douglass when he walked these streets we walk over 150 years ago. That as much as we sometimes feel that we can't change the world, we continue to discover that there is something we can all change. And that something is ourselves. There is something in all of us that we can continue to develop and evolve. And that's, my friends, that's Meliora. And that's why I want to thank you for affording me this privilege, because you have allowed me the honor of testifying that after having traveled so far in the 40 years since my freshman year at this university, I've been able to find a way to keep my path connected to Meliora, to bettering myself and bettering this world. And that's what makes being here and celebrating you that much more meaningful. You see, you and I are connected. We're connected to Douglass. We're connected to each other in what Dr. King called the great working of our time. I don't know if you're aware of it, brothers and sisters, but something Dr. King said in his "I Have Been to the Mountaintop" speech, there's something to which we are responding. Something that is happening in our world. And I'm very glad that you are prepared to meet your part of this something. I'm on page 4 of 5, so that means it's time for me to close, and I will do so by going right back where I started. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of this university. And I congratulate you on proving once again that I had the special good fortune to attend, to grow up in, and to graduate from the greatest university in the United States of America. Because it has given me my takeaway, and it's lasted for a lifetime. And I hope it will be your takeaway. Meliora. Never forget that you and I and all of us in this university family have the ability to create a world in which the strong are willing to bear the infirmities of the weak, and resources are intelligently matched to need. Never forget that by striving to make it whatever it is, by striving to make it ever better, you affirm that we are in relationship with one another. You affirm the connectedness that makes us unique, the connectedness that makes us ever better. And it's that connectedness that will keep us connected to each other, to this incredible university, and to this city of betterment and hope. And this is what will be our help and stay as we begin our next and new chapter, as we affirm the fact that we had the special good fortune to know these faculty members and to represent and learn and enhance the highest values of those intellectual giants whose names are carved in the eaves of this building that we have read as we have walked by. And for all that, we should not only be grateful, but we should also be dutiful in prayer that we, as we travel along life's devious course, will grow stronger day by day. And may our hearts, wherever we roam, forever loyal be to our beloved college home here beside the Genesee. God bless you and congratulations.
Thank you, Wade. And I want to offer my congratulations to the class of 2021. Well done.
Will the candidates for the bachelor degrees in arts and sciences please rise?
President Mangelsdorf, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
The University of Rochester, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences, admits each of you to the bachelor's degree for which you have been recommended, and confers upon you all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. We welcome you to the Fellowship of Learned Citizens.
Congratulations again, and please be seated.
Let me offer my congratulations as well to the class of 2021.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the Haysham School of Engineering and Applied Sciences please rise?
President Mangelsdorf, on behalf of the faculty of the Haysham School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, I have the distinct honor of presenting these amazing candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
The University of Rochester, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Haysham School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, admits each of you to the bachelor's degrees for which you have been recommended, and confers upon you all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. We welcome you to the ranks of this learned and accomplished profession.
Congratulations. Now it's time to celebrate.
Well, you know, this is our third ceremony today, and this group has done the best job of really celebrating. I loved all those bubbles. That was really fabulous. So please rise now for the university's alma mater, the Genesee. It will be performed by members of the university's a cappella groups, the Yellow Jackets, Midnight Ramblers, Vocal Point, Trebellius, After Hours, and Pasapello. The words, the Genesee, are on the last page of the program. At the conclusion of the Genesee, please remain in your places until the full academic procession has left the quadrangle, after which you will be led out by your student marshals.
Full many fair and famous streams beneath the sun there be, yet more to us than any seems our own dear Genesee. We love thy banks and stately falls, for to our minds they bring our dear old alma mater's halls, where sweetest memories cling. As flows the river's gathering force along her steadfast ways, may we along life's devious course grow stronger day